It's supposed to protect our teeth. Fluoride is a mineral you can find in toothpaste and in drinking water. But now a federal ruling is questioning how much of it is safe to drink and is ordering the Environmental Protection Agency to research more. Joining me live is Dr. Griffin Cole, Integrative Biological Dentist, to break down what this all means. Good morning, Dr. Cole. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
You know, many of us grew up in a time when fluoride was almost mandated, right? If you didn't have it in your drinking water, regardless of where you lived, you did shots of it at school. You swished around for 30 seconds to a minute, whatever it was, and then you spit in the cup. No longer the case?
No longer the case.
Talk to us about...
Hopefully this...
Yep, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Well, I was going to say that, hopefully this court decision is the end of fluoridation. The court doesn't have the legal authority to force the EPA to ban it, but the judge did make an incredibly strong decision based on a lot of scientific evidence, and he ruled that fluoridation poses, quote, an unreasonable risk of reduced IQ in children, and the one thing the EPA cannot do in the face of the court's finding is to ignore that risk. So the judge indeed found harm at the current levels and has sent the EPA back to re-examine the whole fluoridation policy.
Wow. And from my understanding, Dr. Cole, that's just one risk, right? Others are also impacted here.
Yeah, so fluoride affects the thyroid gland, the pineal gland, the kidneys, every enzyme system in the body. But the most important thing, at least with this court case, was the effect on children's brains.
Mm-hmm. Research like this obviously takes time. This was a 7-year lawsuit. Talk to us about the time it took to get where we are today.
Yeah, so, this started off as a petition back in 2016, which the EPA rejected. So then this went to court in 2017. And it did take a long time. The judge needed years, obviously, to look at all the scientific evidence. And there was extensive expert testimony by some of the world's foremost scientists. And then he needed to allow the EPA a chance to counter it all, which they failed to do. In addition, he was waiting for the latest report from the National Toxicology Program, where they were reviewing the published evidence of fluoride's neurotoxicity, and that overwhelmingly showed harm to children's brains.
Mm-hmm. Why was fluoride promoted so heavily for so many decades?
It's a great question, and honestly, I don't know the answer, but I would say this: if fluoride did everything that the pro-fluoridationists have claimed as far as reducing cavities, then perhaps it would be one of the top 10 health achievements of the 20th century, as the CDC has claimed. But, oral health reports from all over the world show that fluoride is actually ineffective. And unfortunately, both the CDC and the American Dental Association have ignored decades worth of studies and been promoting the health of the tooth over the health of children's brains.
So let's talk about solutions proving to be effective. What can people do to ensure that their teeth are safe and healthy?
So here's the thing, and I know this is a bold statement to say, but fluoride is unnecessary to have good oral health and healthy teeth. It just is. You can brush with any sort of pumice or baking soda and water or any toothpaste you want. You don't need fluoride added to that, and you certainly don't want to have it in the drinking water. It's important to note that 95% of the world does not fluoridate. Only 5% does. It's like 11 countries, and of all those countries that do, our country provides fluoridated water to more human beings than the rest combined.
Very fascinating. Dr. Cole, where can folks go for more information?
There's two great sources. There's the Fluoride Action Network. Their website is fluoridealert.org, and the International Academy of Oral Medicine and Toxicology, IAOMT.org.
Okay, Dr. Cole, thank you so much for joining us this morning.